doing something a little bit different. I decided after going through some of my videos and looking at them, particularly the first couple that I did, I'm not very happy with them. Most of them are very short, don't have me saying much in them, just more or less, showing you the knife like this. Alright, and after going through and looking at them, I didn't do a good job on reviewing the knife. I granted it was my first couple of videos, I didn't really have a system going, but I just think I didn't do the knife justice by doing that. So I'm going to start a new series. As of right now, I'm going to call it the Deja Vu series, unless I can think of anything else clever, simply because we're taking a look back at the knife that I previously reviewed. In this case, we're going to be taking a look at the Kershaw R.A.M. Alright, this is the first video I did. It lasted like 47 seconds, and it was just me showing the knife. So, I'm going to start going through some of my videos, and if I don't particularly like them, or I think I can improve on the quality of the review, I'm going to revisit that. I'll put Deja Vu in the title, and then the name of the knife afterwards. So, if you're not interested in watching something I've already reviewed, then you don't have to particularly look at that. You can just click on it and then hit back and you'll be done. So that's what I'm going to be doing. We're going to be taking a look at the Kershaw R.A.M. Alright, this again was my first video. Not the knife I've had the longest, but just the one I chose to do the video on. So first off, let me give you guys some specifications on the knife. Alright, the blade steel is a Sandvik 13C26 stainless steel. Okay. The handle is a T6 anodized black aluminum with a slab of G10 on there. Alright. The blade length is 3 1/8 inches long. The weight is 3.8 ounces. Alright. So there's the specifications for you. Alright, this is a pretty interesting knife. Again, Kershaw always brings something innovative to the table. Always has some good designers out there. So you can expect nothing less from them. Just a very interesting and cool knife. But this R.A.M. has several interesting features. Alright, first off, there has two opening mechanisms, obviously. The flipper, which everybody's familiar with. Alright. Comes out nice, fast, smooth, no friction when opening it, just nice and easy. Alright, it also has thumb studs, actually 3 of them, as you can see grouped here, and I'll give you guys a little closer look. Alright, so there's 3 thumb studs right above the Kershaw logo. Alright, and this allows you to dig your thumb in and open the knife. Now, the cool thing about that is you don't have to focus your thumb on one individual thumb stud. Instead, you have 3 knobs, I guess you could say, that protrude out of the blade on both the left and right hand side that you just stick your thumb on and open. Right? It does take a little bit of getting used to since it's not one individual stud, but after a while it becomes second nature. And it's quite cool. I really do think it's something different, and I do like it. Alright, so both the flipper and the thumb studs are very accessible. Obviously the flipper is much faster. Alright, as I said, it has an aluminum handle here with a slab of G10 on top. Alright, just to give it some texture. Alright, and it does work well with the knife. The G10 is attached with some Allen keys on there, Torx bit, screws, as well as on the other side. Alright, so you have a slab on each side. The 2 pieces of handle material are attached together through some standoffs, pillar construction. Alright, nice and easy to clean, and just a very simple overall look. I definitely prefer that. Alright, you do have a lanyard hole in the back here, kind of odd shaped and doesn't really work well for 550 core or anything, but leather or something smaller can definitely fit back there. Alright, as for the pocket clip, great pocket clip. It does ride in your pocket very well, although there is a significant portion that does protrude out of your pocket, personal preference. The pocket clip is reversible, alright, to left or right hand side, tip up, and right hand side, tip down. Alright, now the reason they can't do left hand side tip down is because if you were to place the pocket clip here, it would get in the way of the closing mechanism, the Hawk lock. Alright, so that's why it's not up here. Alright, now to the Hawk lock, it's something similar to the Axis lock, something similar to the Arkish lock from SOG. But basically, once the knife is opened, you pull back on this little lever here, right, and that releases the blade and you can close it. Now you can, after some practice, close it like the Axis lock and open it as well. There we go. Alright, but it does take some practice. It's not as easy as the Axis lock, I would say. Alright, now this is an older model, so the actual lever here, or button, that actuates the Hawk lock is flush with the handle. Partially raised, but pretty much flush. On the newer models, they do have a stepped lever here to give you some traction, because it does get very daunting and tiresome with your thumb to have to pull down that with not much leverage on that thing. So they did improve that in the current models, but this is an older one. Okay. The pivot here is secured. It's anchored in the actual handle, so you can just easily adjust that, no problems. Alright. You have this other pillar up front here that acts as a blade stop to lock the blade in place. Alright, very, very solid lockup, no up and down play whatsoever, no side to side play. Very, very nice. Okay, kind of cool blade shape here. On the blade spine, it gets raised and then comes down a little bit. Pretty interesting. Alright, get on the back here. Patent pending, made in the USA, model 1910. G&G Hawk design. Grant and Gavin Hawk, I believe. Made in April of '06. So very, very cool design. The handle is shaped very nice. It's contoured to your hand. This forward twirl here that actually becomes part of the blade allows you to choke up and get a really, really nice grip on it. Alright, you can scoot back. With my larger hands, it's a little bit crowded, so it's a lot more comfortable to scoot up like that. Very nice. Alright, does have some jimping on the blade spine here. Alright, it's okay. It's kind of the edges are rounded off, so it's not as abrasive and grippy as you'd like it to be. But it is something. That forward twirl on the bottom here definitely secures your hand enough where it's not going to move, so it's adequate. Okay, as all Kershaw knives, extremely sharp. It's been a while since I carried this one, and now that I dug it out, I'm probably going to throw it in the EDC lineup. But the edge is still nice and sharp since I used it last. Okay, so that's just a quick look at the Deja Vu, just an updated version, I guess, updated review. So I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions or comments, please let me know. And I appreciate you watching. Thanks. See you guys later.